Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Survival Stories 3. Hope you're doing fantastic today. Hope you're having a great day. I am having a very good day myself. I'm doing good. I thought for a moment there I was worried that my voice was starting to get like sicky, but it seems to be all good. And just very excited. I've been playing loads of Minecraft, just doing random stuff like I'm doing now. I want to start today by saying and by bowing to you guys, okay? I want to say thank you so much for the love, support, likes, comments, and just amazingly awesome things that you were saying to me in the last Survival Stories episode. Jeez, I just ruined my voice there. The amount of like sincere nice things that you guys wrote in the comments and on Twitter just blew me away. And I love you so much for it. So thank you so much. The thing is, when you've been away from this for a while, it scares you. Because I don't want you guys to go. And I want to be able to play as much Minecraft as possible together with you guys, obviously. I think anyone that does YouTube wants that. But when you've been gone for a while, you do get afraid of being forgotten. And I were. And yeah, you guys just proved me wrong. So thank you so much for that. It means a lot. Oh, now he trades emeralds as well. Look at this guy. What a catch. So keep that up anyway. I've been trading a lot of diamonds. I've been trading more than this as well, but been using them for tools and things. We found this guy last episode, and he's a traveling merchant that sells diamonds for gold. And it's just a little bit overpowered, but right now I don't really care. I think it's cool. The Painbringer, though, commented and said that we needed to name him, otherwise he will disappear. So thank you so much to the Painbringer. Because of that, because of giving me that tip, I named him after you. Yep. Hope that's okay with you. Oh, he trades coal now. I'm trying to unlock all the trades as well. It's interesting to see what he can trade. Are you not going to refresh, guy? Yeah, you are. You are. I knew it. But we're not going to be trading all the time today. I just want to show you that you got to name them. And now we have a decent amount of diamonds. We're going to continue with the silo today. I will put up most of the things off camera. Did I need to do... No, I think we can head over there. I want to show you. I've been crafting up some more fertile dirt. And I'm going to craft up some more farming stations. Is what I was working on. That's why I needed the diamonds. These are actually pretty expensive. They're 4 diamonds. Yeah, 4 diamonds per thing. And then you need the electrical steel and a lot of other things. I'll craft up, how many did I say? 5 more today. Because I am sick and tired of... Is it this thing? Yeah. Right. I'm sick and tired of not having the food situation nor the item situation sorted. So we built this last episode and I really like it. I really like how it turned out. I've been working a little bit more on the roof, as you can see there. But I haven't done a whole lot. I think we got it to a point where it was pretty good last episode. Let's just do this while it's nighttime. Thing that I usually like to do with my builds is see how they would look if there would be some light and action going on inside. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Sticking out in the valley. You guys really liked this build as well, so thank you so much for that. You thought it was a good idea of putting farms in an industrial area, and it did, you know, it was a thing that I wasn't sure about from the beginning, but I think it came out good. Some people were also saying that we should indeed extend it. We talked about that as well. We should extend it on the backside, which we may very well do. Anyway, let's get inside. What I want to do today is full burger production. I've actually been inspired. So let's start it like this. I'm going to just lay down some blocks while I speak. A little while ago, me and Rendog decided to invite Stress Monster to our server. She was doing her own Survival Stories series, and we asked her if she would be okay to move all her stuff over and play with us here in this world. Just, you know, the more the merrier kind of thing. I'm going to move this up one. And she's been busy. She's been very busy since she joined the server. And I was over at her base. You should totally go to her channel and check her out if you haven't already. I'll put a link in the description down below. But she's been focusing a lot on food. And she has a superb soybean setup that makes tofu, which is you can use it instead of meat. And she basically have a fully automated way of getting burgers at the moment. And I feel like, isn't that a thing that I should have first on this server? And I got a little bit stressed about it. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to basically be inspired by that, and we're going to try and get wheat. We're going to need wheat. We're going to want these deluxe cheeseburgers, and these are tomato. Hold on, can I do this? We need tomato, we need lettuce, we need cheeseburgers, which is cheese and hamburgers. Cheese is milk or soy milk, and soy milk we can grow, so we can grow the soybeans. Salt, we already have production of salt. We remember it's just pot and water, and now I have to go back all the way to there. So yeah, this is basically, we can grow all of this. So that's the cheese. And then for the burger, we know the burger is just the toast, which we get from wheat. And again, instead of using beef, I think we're going to use tofu. Now, let me tell you why tofu is superior to having meat. And don't get me wrong, I do want to do a cow cooker and all of that stuff that we had last season, this season as well, because I enjoyed that. But for now, I think tofu is the best way to go. Tofu is superior to meat because it will replace, if we look at this, for example, chicken curry. It will replace chicken in this case. And if we go back, let's just search it here, I suppose, tofu. If we go back to here, it will also be instead of, what's the word? Be instead of? It will also be instead of, oh geez, what am I clicking? Hello. It will also be instead of cooked pork chop. Pork chop. Okay? Also being instead of cooked pork chop. And if we go further, you kind of get the idea now where we're going with this thing here. Let's see. I want something with just meat in it. So we have chicken, we have cooked pork chop, beet burger. Yeah, it will also replace cooked steak. And uncooked steak, and uncooked pork chop, and cooked chicken. Which makes it superior. So superior. We just have to process it. We basically have to put the soybeans that we can grow into a presser that will turn it into soy milk. From there, we can take the soy milk. Hello, where's the soy milk? We can take the soy milk and it turns into silken tofu, then take the silken tofu and turn it into firm tofu. So that's going to be the goal for today, because I'm sick and tired of not having food, and I'm actually going over to Stress Monster's base at the moment, and I'm stealing her burgers. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be crafting up the things, putting up these farms, just like we did last episode. And then we'll work out the whole production or turning it into tofu, and that we'll do that here in the middle. Then we have burgers once again. Alright, I got all the farming stations crafted up. Still need to do some more of this fertilized dirt. I'm out of rotten flesh. I may go and see if I can steal some from Rendog. But anyway, let's speak power for a second. We're obviously going to need, I said that in the last episode, we're going to need a power supply unit thing building somewhere. Power plant? Yeah, power plant. And we're going to need to do that pretty soon. But first we need food and items sorted, like things. So I'm just going to make another like temporary steam dynamo power setup here, I suppose. We'll have a cable going like this, I think. Yeah, that will be good. We can have a... Did I bring... I did bring wood. Good. I love this portable crafting bench, by the way. It's so nice. If you don't have it and you're playing another mod pack, well, sucks to be you. No, I'm sorry. You can download it and add it. Okay, so we'll have that there. I'll have to add a servo to it. We'll feed coal in there, and then I'm thinking we do this. Now, I'm using upgraded cables here. We're using hardened flux ducts now with 800 RF as opposed to the 200, which are the smaller ones. And the reason for that is that I made some upgrades here. So let's put these in. I made the secondary gearbox. First of all, that should make it so that we use less coal. And then I have these bad boys, which is the secondary transmission coil. And if we look at the RF over here, you can see that boom, bumping it up to 160. and boom, 320. And that times 2 is 640, so let's do the same in this thing. Boop, boop, boop. And that means that we needed a bigger cable. So this can transfer the 600 and... what did I say? 640. Jeez, maths and things. And then to wire this, then I'm just thinking we'll do something like this. And for all of those of you who are immersive engineering fans out there, yes, we will be getting to immersive engineering, and yes, we will be using those super cool cables that immersive engineering comes with. But we're not there yet, so for now, this will do. All right? Don't be mad. So I'm going to pull this up here, and this actually fits very well, because this is where we have this thing. So it hides it from the outside, and I kind of like that even the aesthetics makes sense, if you know what I mean. So anyway, gonna do that, and then we have to wire this. I suppose we'll put the wire here, but I'm out of cables. Gonna break that. No. So wire that there, and then we'll continue it up and up and up. And the way that I've figured this out, if we go up here, the way I've done this now is it's gonna be wheat on the lowest bottom, and then I'm gonna have tomatoes and lettuce on the second one. They're gonna be together. And I think the balance for this will be good enough. And then I'll have 2 stories with soybeans. So we'll put soybeans here, and we'll make another one of these. So yeah, making progress for sure. Just gonna wire this up and get this up and running. Just wanted to bring you in for the power situation, because people are surely gonna wonder. But things are going ahead. Gonna get this done now, and then we can work on the whole processing of all of these things. All right, I've been working here a little bit. I've been crafting up the farming stations that we're gonna need. And I've kind of figured out how I want these laid out. And I think I have a pretty good ratio. Because of the soybean, it's gonna be cheese, and it's gonna be milk, and it's also gonna be the tofu. I've decided that I wanna have 2 of these platforms thingamajiggies for soybeans. So we'll have one here, and then we'll have one more up there. Don't have any more fertilized dirt though, so I need to go and craft that. And then I have one layer here with the tomato and the lettuce. This is to make the deluxe cheeseburger, obviously. We got the farming station there, and then at the bottom I'll do wheat, and we will have the toast and all that. Now, to power this, I know a lot of people have been kind of wondering, and we will be doing a power plant thing. Don't you worry, your beautiful, pretty faces about it. We will. But for now, I did something temporarily. I did another, like, hobby setup of dynamos. So we got 2 steam dynamos. Now what I did though was that I upgraded these. I put in some augments. I put in the, what is it? This one here. The secondary transmission coil and the flux modulation booster. And with these 2 installed, we are now producing 320 RF per tick. And with 2 of that, that's 640. I also installed a fuel energy thingamajiggy. And that should be good, hopefully, to power this thing. I also needed to upgrade the cables to hardened flux ducts, because these can carry 800, whereas the old ones that we use, these can only carry 200. So that's important if you do that yourself. If you upgrade these, make sure that your cables aren't bottlenecking things. But now we have a capacity of 800 all the way into this thing, and this can also handle 800. So we should be all good. And we'll just do something like, I'm thinking like this, and then we'll have a chest on top there. And we'll just have a very budgety coal input. So now we can put coal in there, and that should keep it running. Don't have any coal though. So anyway, to wire these, I wanted to bring you in for that. I'm going to do this off camera mostly, because I want to get this completely done today. I feel like we have had no progression in so long time. And did I just crash? Hello? Well, crap. We did crash. And I've been playing around with it for a little bit, and turns out that it's possibly Optifine that is crashing me when I place these conduits. Which, you know, it's not the end of the world. The pack will run it without Optifine, but my skies are gone, and that kind of sucks. So I'll have to look into that after this episode. Anyway, as I was gonna say, I'm gonna use EnderIO conduits to run underneath like so, and connect it up there. And then I'm gonna continue to run this energy conduit. Get up there. Ah, crap. Okay, hold on. Can do this. I'm brand new. Like a so. Okay. And we'll jump up here. And this works out pretty good because this is the piping system that I made. Kind of covers that up, so that's cool. And then I guess we'll run this thing. Let's see. Yeah, I dug that out. So we'll run it. Oops. Continue to run it like that. And then just make sure that we connect it up there. And I think that's going to look pretty good. And the reason I want to use these is because we're going to need to be feeding and draining items out of the farming station. If we look at the interface of the thing, we can see that we need to provide it with a hoe. We need to provide it with seeds, and the wheat in this case comes out here. So if you use the energy conduits from EnderIO, you can actually place an item conduit from EnderIO in the same block. Look at that! And then we can use that, and we can pull and push within the same cable. Nothing comes close to beating EnderIO when it comes to compacting cables. So that's why I would like to use them. So for example, what we should be able to do here is say configure. We'll say bottom is orange, that's push. Then we'll right click on this cable like so, and we'll make sure that we have the cable, the item cable there, and then we'll do extract. We'll do always active, and that should pull out the wheat if we have an inventory on this end. So let's just make a chest real quick. Like so. I like being technical again. I haven't been technical for a while. We need to get some infrastructure up. We should see the wheat going into this. Maybe we need to change this as well to insert though. And another thing we can do within the same cable, if I were to say on this here, I'd say, let's go back to this farming station, and you can see the wheat is gone now. We can say push and pull. So the bottom side is going to act as both input and output. Then this cable could be in and out. Okay, and on the insert we're going to say brown, and then on the extract we're going to have it green. We're going to have it always active just like we did. And then we're going to come over to the chest, and we are going to have some kind of production here. I'll fix that, but just to show you, we'll have a diamond or hoe in there, and then we'll say on this cable we'll do right click, we'll do insert and outsert, jeez, and we'll do extract on the brown, and we'll say always active. And that should pull the hoe out without any filter, I would think. But we may need a filter there to tell it that it can pull the hoe out. The reason I think it should pull it out is because we have it to push here, so we have the blue, right? What we can do is try and take that out. Oops. And we saw that another one came in there. Yeah, perfect. So that should have been drained from the chest. Beautiful. So that's how I'm going to configure them. Now, I really hope that the seeds will auto refill. It looks a little bit weird. I locked these as well so that they never run out. Like so. And EnderIO basically controls every corner of the area. And that should have planted seeds everywhere, basically. Yeah. Awesome. So that's going to give us wheat fully automatically. And we're going to have to make sure that we are providing this thing with hose. And then I'm probably going to do something like this to save space. Continue the same cable so that we have the same chest for input and output down at the bottom. And then I'm just going to bring it all the way up and connect up the other farming stations like so. Cool. All right, let me wire this up and let me kind of get this finished thing, and then we can move on to something else for today. All right, the farms are now hooked up and they are producing things, I hope. Wow, this resolution feels so wrong. It's very, very bothering me, this whole Optifine crash thing that I got, because everything looks so different. Look at this, for example. Looks much more dirty without the custom coloring that I really like. I hope I can figure that out so that I can play with Optifine again. I think it was the EnderIO, these things, that didn't cope. Anyway, I've kind of given a thought about how to do the whole burger creation thing, and I've decided in my head that the coolest thing we can do is have this being the farm production house or building, and then transfer the stuff out via tracks minecarts, because I really want minecarts down here, and into another building which would just put the things together basically. But as always, we don't have the infrastructure to do any of that yet, so for now I'm just gonna uglily fit the whole production of the burgers in here, just so that I have food again, okay? Don't hate. Don't hate. I know you're not. Alright, so let's just do this very, like, roughly, I suppose, and then we'll make this pretty and we'll make its own building in the future, and not too far off from now. Basically, we went through all the things that we're going to need to do, and what we have now is all the ground materials, I believe. I may have forgot something, though, but hopefully I haven't. I just realized that we need to make salt as well, and for that we need water. And we could grab water from there. Okay, cool. So let's see. I crafted up some stuff that we're going to need. I crafted up cyclic assemblers that's going to put things together. I crafted up, or I grabbed the pulverizer and the redstone furnace that we had for the old machine, and I crafted up some pressers. So let's start setting this up like so. We're going to have an input somewhere for the soybeans. And let's just say that that's there. The pressers don't require power, right? Let's double check that. It's been a while. No, they don't require power. So this should make it into soy milk. And then I remember that if you pull out from the bottom, let's just grab these. It's going to pull out the final product and not the other slot. So if I pull out from the bottom, the soy milk will come out if I do this. So let's go down here and just do that. Should work. And we'll have another presser, which we need to input from the side then. So we'll do that, and then we're gonna just cancel you. Boop. And we'll set this to insert. That should bring the soy milk over for the next stage. Hopefully. Yeah. Oh. What happened there? Oh, I think it went back quickly in this one. So it's cycled. Because you could do everything in one presser. The only problem is that you may backlog then on soybeans. So I'm going to use 3 because it's 3 stages. If that makes sense. So let's have a cable there. Let's pull that out just like we did with the first one. And hey, get. Am I lagging? Why don't want to cope? There we go. Okay. And we're going to set this to insert. And set this to extract, always active. And then we're going to, well, that's going to pop out, but that's not going to do anything. So now if I put a soybean in here, we should see soy milk being produced, going into this thing. And hopefully then producing, yeah, so it went in there. As you can see, by the way, these item conduits are super quick. They're instant. Tofu, and then into the firm tofu stuff, which is the equivalent of meat. In any meat, remember. So it's very, very superior like that. So that's cool. Then we're just going to mimic what we did at the old burger station. So we're going to have, let's just see, we're going to have a pulverizer. Take the wheat into a redstone furnace, into another redstone furnace, and this is going to be input there, output there, same with you. All right, and input there, output there. Yes. And those had power still, I believe. I'm going to pull a power cable here in a second, but I just want to see. So if we now feed the wheat into this thing, we should be seeing toast going all the way through and now putting over here. Yes, beautiful. So that takes care of the meat and the toast. That basically takes care of the burgers. Now, did I bring? I don't think I brought any pan. Wow, the resolution, man, is so weird. I'm completely brand new, I feel like. Let's just see, how do we make burgers again? What is it that we need? Skillet. Okay, let's make one of those. We should have some wood somewhere. Jeez. Yeah, I tell you what though, guys. I'm very, very, very annoyed with the way I've laid down my base. So all the stuff is over at the man cave. I have to run there, teleport, because I have the teleporter set up. And then go back here to build, and I always forget something. So I've spent today possibly 1.5 hour effective time just running back and forth because I forgot things. So please tell me that next episode we'll do more infrastructure stuff. Please tell me that we'll start doing like a proper item room over at the factory area instead. I want to move out of the man cave as soon as I can. Alright, anyway. So then the idea is we have a cyclic assembler. Let's say... This doesn't really matter because we're going to change this later. But let's put it here, I suppose. And then we're going to just bring some item conduits from this guy. All the way like so, and we're going to say input there. And I want, this is important by the way, we want it to be inputting on one of these rows, otherwise it will fill it up. So I do that, set that to insert. We're going to put the skillet in here and just leave it. And then we're going to have another insert for now from this side. And I'll change this up in a second because I need to fit more things. And we're going to say input on the blue here, or on the purple, sorry. There we go. And again, that's important because otherwise what will happen is it will get filled up with soybeans. This is... Oh, no, we need to extract from the bottom here. Otherwise it will just pull out the wrong things. There we go. Disconnect to you. It's been a while since I like pulled cables and stuff in Minecraft. I'm happy to be back at it. Alright, so that pulls out, goes in there. Beautiful. And then let's just put that in. Then we want to give it a schematic. So I crafted up one of these bad boys, and we'll do that plus that equals a burger. Boop. And it starts making burgers. Fantastic. So that's all fully automated. I just need to bring it from our output chest all the way in here. All the overflow items, for example, seeds that we get extra, I'm just gonna trash somewhere, I think. Will be good. And then based off of this, the same kind of process, we also need to make the cheese, which is again soy milk, I think. Let's just double check that, I guess. Let's just search for cheese instead. I think it's milk and, yeah, and salt. Okay, cool. So for that, I'm going to do a second presser. Instead of having this one alterate the output, I'm going to have another presser maybe over here. That's going to make the soy milk and then pull that out immediately into a cyclic assembler. And yeah, I suppose let's just hook that up as well. It's so messy here. Grass on the floor. Everything is disgusting. But it's all good. We need our food. Okay, and then we're going to say on this guy, again, input on the bottom, but we're only going to do one row. So green, because otherwise we'll get filled up with salt or with the milk, depending on which produces the fastest. And that should go in here, hopefully. Need to allow that to extract though. Good, beautiful. Okay, so let me hook up the rest of these things. So we need the cheese, we also need the tomatoes and lettuce, but we should get deluxe cheeseburgers here in a second. All right, check this out. We got automated deluxe cheeseburgers. But I'll tell you, I've had so much issues with this build that I've spent. I was gonna double record today because I had the day off and stuff, and I've spent the entire day doing this, and it looks very, very bad. Which is alright. We're gonna move it. As I said, we're gonna build another building in the future. I just need food production. It does work though. It looks a little bit like some sort of brain from some scary movie or something. I'm not sure. So let's just recap. We did this, and then what I have here is the pressers that we put up, making what is it? Tofu. Yes, tofu. And then it goes from there into this, which has the toast on the top line, and it will stop, as you can see, once it's filled up. And yeah, the wheat will go into here, pulverize into flour, go into bread. And again, we do have the trivection chamber thingamajiggies here. So the bread is doubled. And at the moment, it's soybeans that we don't have enough of. So the ratio that I said, 2 farms, is definitely something you want to go after if you do this, because we're never going to run out of wheat, basically. I I've also automated it so that this is now our output chest from the farms, and then I'm sending the wheat automatically here. I'm sending the soybeans here. I did install a filter, basic item filter right in here for soybeans, and then one at the bottom, I believe. No, at the back for tomato and lettuce, and that goes into this thing over here. And this is the only thing that you need to know. Found this out by testing. I know that Stress Monster had the same issue when she set her setup up. For some reason, and I think I found out why. Let me see if I can show you. Let's grab... We don't have any cheeseburgers, do we? No. A cyclic assembler seems to have issues remembering the recipe for a deluxe cheeseburger. And it's a tomato, and it's a lettuce, and then it is the cheeseburger, which I don't have. And together, that will make the deluxe cheeseburger. However, that wasn't working. So I tried with the Machinist workbench, also from Thermal Expansion. And then I noticed when I put this in here... No, now it doesn't do it. Dang it. Okay, hold on. Do I have... I don't have any schematic. Okay, do I have any in here? Yes, I do. Okay, check this out. If we put this in here, put the tomato, the thing, and then we do... I need a cheeseburger, though. I need a cheeseburger badly. Let's just grab you. We don't have any cheese. Okay, never mind. When I put it in here, I noticed that the lettuce and the tomato, they both were called morsel, as you can see there. They're called morsel, and Thermal Expansion seems to remember that wrong. So long story short, that didn't work. It didn't work to use the cyclic assembler nor the Machinist workbench, and I had to use the Buildcraft auto workbench, which is a little bit slower, but it works. So from this, it will then send the deluxe final cheeseburgers out there, and we are done, basically. It's been a pretty weird build for me, this, and we will pretty this up. I just desperately needed to have food production, and it's fully automated as well, so we don't have to do anything except filling this chest with coal and making sure that we have power here. But yeah, I'm happy with it because we have food, but doesn't look the best at the moment, but that's gonna be all right. Anyway, I desperately want to figure out why my Optifine stopped working, and that's also been what's taken time for me today. I'm worried that I can't run Optifine anymore, and I need it. I need my skies. I need the nice looking grass and stuff. So I'll go and do that, and we'll call the episode here for today. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, go ahead and hit the like button down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.